Australian man Jack Chapman died in the US under extremely unusual circumstances, and his distraught mum dug into just how Jack died. What she discovered shocked her. Tonight, she confronts the man that she blames for her son's death. Hamish McDonald has this report, and a warning, this story has some confronting material.
Well, hello, Internet. It's Grimm Hades, and today I have a heart-wrenching story. This is about a guy named Jack. He fell in love with a guy named Dylan. He moved all the way from Australia to America, and he went into this cult following of this guy, Dylan, which was a master, and he has these other guys in his cult, which are all pups. Basically, it's a BDSM fetish type kink thing, and they do body modifications and other things that Dylan wants them to do just so they can basically be with him. They have to sign contracts and everything else. How would you feel as a parent if your kid died one day and you didn't even know about it until days later? Your son or daughter had been lying in the hospital and you have no knowledge about this. And then one day you get that call and you find out that your kid is dead.
I never got to hold him. I never got to hug him. I never got to say goodbye.
Linda Chapman was already doing it tough, caring for her 81-year-old mother and her 30-year-old autistic son. But on October 16th, she learned her youngest son, Jack, had died.
He was so loved. He was my son.
8 years ago, 20-year-old Jack Chapman fell in love with an American man called Dylan Hafertepen.
What the actual F, man? You see the pain and the heartbreak in that mother's eyes. She had no idea that her son had died, and I can't even imagine what she was going through when she found this out. And this is like a parent's worst nightmare. This is what nightmares are made of, is your kid dying before you.
He was not the Jack that I sent over there. He had no self-esteem. He'd lost himself in this cult. This was a disturbed boy. It was horrible. Imagine you've loved your boy all your life and you've seen this sort of stuff, thinking that he's worthless and he's worth nothing. He was everything.
Unfortunately, Jack has low self-esteem, and Dylan has been playing on all of this. Dylan, being the alpha male to all of his pups, he knows how to control them and make them do things that they wouldn't do otherwise.
Jack was required to legally adopt Dylan's surname, sign over his salary, wear a chain around his neck, and cut off all contact with anyone outside the circle.
It was a devotion. It was like some sort of clan, family. And to prove their devotion to him, they had to change their bodies.
Weeks prior to his death, Jack signed a will.
My ex-husband died and left his money to his boys. Everything he'd worked for their care. I said to the boys, Jack, you leave your money to Ben. Ben, you leave your money to Jack if you write a will, because that way your father's wishes will be carried out. 3 weeks before he dies, he writes a will and leaves everything to Dylan. If that's not suspicious, I don't know what is.
So, Dylan basically gets the will and he gets $200K. That is how much Jack left to him. That's what his father left to all of their kids, $200K apiece. That is just really, really jacked up. And I really feel for the mother. I hope she gets all this money back. I do not think this even should go to this guy at all. Supposedly, he's trying to move up to Portland, Oregon, and they are not welcoming him very well. He's even changed some of his websites to like beef and noodles and other stuff, and deleted all kinds of things that were already in the like websites and social medias. So this guy's pretty shady. All we can wish is we can get some justice for Jack. And I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a great night. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. It's been Grimm. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Peace.